travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would take 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Find the speed of the car. So what we can do over here is consider two cases where we say that, in the first case, let the car be at a uniform speed. In the second case, we will say that the car was moving 8 km per hour less than its initial speed. So say for example, this car is moving at some uniform speed. Okay, so I don't know how much is this, so I'll say this to be x. In the second case, we will say it is moving at a speed which is 8 km per hour less than the previous one. So it is moving in this speed, so 8 km per hour less. Okay, so we'll consider it this way. So in this case, what is happening is the distance is the same in both these cases, right? So distance will be how much? 480 kilometers. So distance is 480 kilometers, and same will be over here as well, 480 kilometers, right? Now next part is the speed. Now we don't know what is this uniform speed, right? So we will say that let it be x km per hour. So in the second case, it would become, it is if the speed had been 8 km per hour less. So first it was this x, now it is less than that, right? So it is whatever this value was, it is 8 km per hour less. So since I said my initial uniform speed is x, 8 hours less will be x minus 8. So what would be time over here? Time is something that is not given. Only thing you are told that in these two cases, if you would consider them, then it would take 3 hours more. So we'll come to this part of it. But in this situation, probably you must have studied this in science, that speed is given by distance upon, one second, just move this. Okay, yeah. So speed is given by distance upon time. That means if I have distance and if I have time, I can calculate speed. So all I have done is brought time on this side, speed over here. So this would become time is equal to distance upon speed. And in our case, we have distance and speed too. So this would become, so time over here will be 480, that is the distance, divided by the speed. So 480 upon x can be considered as time in the first case, and over here this would become 480 upon x minus 8 in the second case. So we have said that in one case your speed is x, the other one it is x minus 8. So let us understand, most of you might be riding a bike. So I have an accelerator and I accelerate it, right? So when I start, this is my acceleration. So if I go at this speed continuously, I will take some time. But if I increase this speed, I will reach much faster, right? So over here, which speed is faster, this one or this one? And I'm sure you'll say that this speed is faster because this one is x minus 8. So the moment you go faster, time will become less, right? So if you are traveling from point A to point B and you are going at a faster speed, you will take less time, correct? And if you are covering the same distance at a slower speed, then you will take more time. So to get in this question 3 hours more, so I can consider it as a positive number, right? So I'll have to minus this time, which is more, minus this will give me a positive number. So this would become 480 upon x minus 8 minus 480 upon x. So this minus this will give me 3 hours more. So just for example, these are not actual values for this problem, but let us say that initially, okay, if your speed was say 20, okay, I know 20 is not fast, but consider that 20 was the speed. So here in this case it would become 12 because 20 minus 8, right? So which one will take more time over here? This one will take lesser time because you're going faster, and this one will take more time because you are going slower. So this time minus this time will give me a positive value for it, right? So this would become 480 upon x minus 8. Don't consider these numbers at all in the problem, okay? So 480 upon x minus 8 and this. So how to solve this? It's very simple. All I'm doing is finding kind of an LCM over here. So x minus 8 multiplied by x. This is what is done. Then I'll have to multiply x over here. So I'll put x in this place, and this would become x minus 8. Okay, and is equal to 3 on the other side. So after solving this, 480 into x will become 480x, okay, minus 480, and the rest is written as it is. This which is there in the denominator goes on this side, okay, I'll take it on this side, and it will be multiplied with this 3. Then what is done is 480x is written as it is, minus 480 into x will become minus 480x, x or minus and minus will become plus, 480 into 8 will give me 3840 is equal to, these two numbers are outside the bracket, right? So 3x multiplied by x will become 3x squared, and 3x multiplied by 8 will become minus 24x, right? And after that, this 480 which is positive and this is negative, so this one and this one will get cancelled. So I'm left with 3840 on this side, and the rest is the same. Now if you look that all these numbers are multiples of 3, so instead of just complicating this problem, all I can do is divide by 3 throughout the equation, and you will get 3x squared divided by 3 will, this 3 and the 3 that you divided will cancel, and you'll get x squared, and 3 8s is minus 24, so that will make it minus 8, and divided by 3 will give you 1280. So I get a quadratic equation. Now I've already taught you different methods of solving a quadratic equation. You can use those methods and you can solve this part. I have not done that solving because that is for you to practice. So after solving this quadratic equation, you will get the values of x to be 40 or x to be minus 32. Now since we are dealing with speed, we cannot talk about negative speed, so this will not be considered. Okay, so you can say that since speed is always positive, minus 32 is neglected or not considered, and therefore the speed of the car is 40 km/h, and that's the end of the problem. I hope you have understood this. If you did, then please go ahead, hit the like button, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye. This is Joel saying bye to you. God bless.